I mean, Irish people naturally all think they're great singers because of a natural sadness in our
Hey guys, CryptoDad here again. Thanks for joining me on the Saturday night live stream. Live from Michigan, where you can throw out questions and I'll do my best to get them answered. We'll talk about Bitcoin, we'll talk about the news, we'll talk about altcoins. Gonna move some crypto around for you guys. And I wanted to talk about hardware wallets tonight and all the Black Friday deals that I have uncovered. So I'm going to give you the lowdown on the major hardware wallets that are running Black Friday deals, when they start, and how long they go for. And some of them are already running, so you can kind of see what's being offered. A couple others haven't quite started yet, so we'll dive into that. And as always, I'll do my very best to get to your questions and see if we can't answer your questions here live. So I'm here with the rig, and oh, I don't have my Bitcoin thing turned on. Let's turn on the light. There we go. You can sort of see it. Let's see if I do, what's this one, strobe? Yeah, like strobes to different colors, so it makes it a little more entertaining, right? Good to be here. It's been a busy week. I've dropped a couple of videos. I'll show you those. I'm not going to spend too much time on the news. Things have not really changed market-wise since last week, which is surprising since the ETF window has come and gone. The ETF window of all these approvals that were possible came and went, and I guess they've been delayed. I've got a little bit of story on that, but the good news is that it really has not affected the price of Bitcoin that much. So generally, in the past, whenever a Bitcoin ETF approval date was coming up, and sometimes they would simply just flat out deny it, and then of course the market would tank. But sometimes even the delays made the market tank. So we're kind of in new territory here since the market just kind of shrugged it off. And so I think the next window is coming up in early 2024. A lot of analysts and people involved in finance have pretty much said it's not a question of when, it's not a question of if, but when. And so it's kind of like it's a done deal already. So we're just kind of looking towards the next couple of months to see the final approval of the long-awaited Bitcoin ETF. So let's dive in. I want to thank everyone that's here tonight. Let's go over to this guy. Do I have the right? Yeah, I do. Wow, check it out. Let's go over here where I can say hello to everybody. Was this thing right? Yeah, I just got to straighten myself out a little bit here. Yeah, that's good. I look a little low, but that's okay. I'll live. Will I live? I don't know. Well, let's see if I can do this. I don't know. I'm going to try. Yeah, so that looks a little better. Okay, so now I'm here, my whole head, and yeah. So thank you, Kenny, for the news this week, and Andreas. Both of you were here early, chatting it up. Yeah, the thumbnail was a fun thing. It was kind of like, I don't know. I've heard several. I've watched some YouTubers on, doing YouTube channels and videos and whatever. And one of the hints that I learned, what was said, was that you should do the thumbnail before you do the video. And I was like, that's kind of backwards in my mind. I mean, usually you do the video and then you decide what the thumbnail should look like. So I figured I would try it. And I was trying a couple of different things. I knew that it was going to be Hardware Wallet Thursday. And then I got the idea that, hey, maybe I should be dressed like an iron worker. And it just kind of went from there. And then I ended up with that thumbnail, which you can kind of see here. I don't want to go to the big one. And of course, I was asking ChatGTP, the best way to present this live stream, and it said black and red, and anyway. So I don't really do too well with the mouth open surprise look. Maybe that's why my videos don't get as many views as some others, but I find it personally humiliating. And whenever I see a video with a thumbnail and the YouTuber has got their mouth open and their eyes wide, I think, how do you live with yourself, humiliating yourself with such a stupid expression on your face? But hey, that's just me. Anyway, so yeah, thanks for the compliments on the thumbnail. That, of course, was generated by Stable Diffusion. I have never worn clothes like that or had a hard hat on my head in my life, if I recall. And my hands are silky smooth with no calluses. So, yeah, I'm not a roughneck in any way or form. Yeah, so thank you, PJ Playhouse, for being here, Simon for being here, Christopher Thane, thank you, from Melbourne, Australia, thanks for being here. I used to do some mining, and I did some videos on doing mining. It became clear to me over time, with a lot of time and energy spent in mining, that it's really not worth it for a single person, on a home budget to do mining. And I don't know, a lot of people just haven't got that through their head, and they keep asking me about mining like they're going to get rich quick. And I try to explain to them that it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not like printing money or growing money trees. You have to invest in the equipment. You pay higher bills. You've got this noisy thing that sounds like a vacuum cleaner in your bedroom or your living room or out in your garage. You have to deal with cooling it. You can't leave it in a room or the room will get overheated. So, I mean, it's just not worth the trouble. And by the time it actually starts mining and starting to pay for itself, the miner becomes obsolete because the blockchain increases in difficulty. Now, I'm talking more about Bitcoin. It is possible to mine other cryptocurrencies with GPUs, smaller cryptocurrencies. The idea there is that you would mine a sort of not very busy crypto while it's new, and then you're hoping that the price of that crypto will go up, and all of those cryptos that you mined when it was kind of new will pay off in the end. But that is also kind of a moonshot too. So yeah, it's easier to just buy a crypto that you think is a good idea and invest long term, that sort of thing. So anyway, that's my spiel on mining. I didn't know how I was going to get into that, but I did. E. Poston from Colorado, thank you. Is Trevor safe to use with Exodus? Yes. I hate that question. Is it safe? I mean, is anything safe? But yes, it is safe. I don't understand why people would think it was not safe. Someone had a question today and said, is it safe to use my hardware wallet over a Wi-Fi in a coffee shop? And I was kind of like, well, yeah, that's what the hardware wallet is designed for. It keeps the private key offline, so it doesn't matter what network you're using. As long as you're using a hardware wallet, then it will be secure. But the word safe could mean more than just secure safe, right? So if you're in a coffee shop transferring crypto around on an open network, then if there's a snooper or whatever and he can see what you're doing, he might notice that, hey, this dude has 50 grand worth of crypto on his laptop and he's got a little hardware device with him. I'll just follow him home and, beat him up and take his crypto. So maybe it's not safe to play with crypto in a coffee shop on an open Wi-Fi, but the transactions would be safe and secure. Believe me. But yeah, I mean, what's your definition of safe, right? Is it safe to drive to the grocery store? I don't know. I could get hit by a semi. So when people ask me, is it safe? I really don't know what to say. But people are going to keep asking me if stuff is safe. Hi, Dad. I have 4 different Metamask wallets. I did not understand early on how to organize them. Each have 2 or 3 different Metamask addresses, and most have small amounts of ETH in them. You can consolidate them. You can move crypto between your wallets. It's not rocket science, right? If you've got 5 different accounts in your Metamask wallet, you can delete them. All the way back to the original. You can't delete the original unless you want to delete the MetaMask app or extension. But it will always, the wallets will always be there. I mean, once you've created a wallet and with a seed phrase and moved crypto in there, those wallets will always be on the blockchain. But I mean, if you don't want 4 wallets, then consolidate everything into wallet number 1 and delete the other ones, right? Let me see if I can quickly show you what I'm talking about here. Before we get too far, you can see I got a bunch of wallets here, right? And some of them, yeah, all of these wallets, okay, let's say we don't want account 2, 3, and 4. Well, account 3 has some Ethereum in it, so let's put it in account 1. So we'll go to account 1, we'll grab the address, we'll flip back over to account 3. What is it in there? There's some Ethereum, whatever. We'll just send the Ethereum from account 1 back to, we could paste in the address or just say, I want to send it to account 1, send the max, whatever, and consolidate, right? This isn't based, there's a little bit of a fee, of course, right? And then the Ethereum will start to move. Should go through pretty easy. There was some ERC20 tokens in there too, but let's just assume it was just some Ethereum. Come on, I haven't got all night. I got to get to the news. Come on, go through. You can do it. I know you can, or maybe you can't. I guess it's not. It's not going to cooperate with me, is it? Okay, fine. There it is. Now, so there. Let's see. Now it's in account 1. And so now we can get rid of account 3. Or can we? Account details. No. We used to be able to do this. Settings? No. Wow, that was weird. Okay. You used to be able to delete accounts if you didn't want them in there anymore. This way? I guess not. They used to be able to delete accounts. I swear to God, you used to. I don't know why you can't anymore. Come on, Rex. I've done this before, haven't I? Okay, I guess you can't delete them anymore. Okay, well, I take back everything I said so flippantly. Okay. You used to be able to just delete them. Worst case scenario, you could consolidate into account 1 and then delete MetaMask completely off your browser and then restore it. And then you would, when it restored, it would only have account 1. You could still add accounts 2, 3, and 4 because they're based on that seed phrase. But if you don't want to see them anymore, then you could delete MetaMask and reinstall MetaMask clean and then restore using your seed phrase, and then you would just have account 1. But, you know, move your other stuff out first. But even if you needed to get them back, you could always add the new account. I don't understand why they won't let you delete them anymore. They used to. Is someone helping me? Is someone telling me, oh, you know, all you got to do is click on that one thing and it'll... No? I could have sworn they used to have, like, remove account. Am I just going nuts? I guess you can only do it on your hardware stuff, right? Like, you can remove your hardware accounts. Well, maybe you can't do that anymore either. Wow, what happened to MetaMask? They turned around and made it hard on me. All right, enough of this. Let's jump into the news real quick. Bitcoin bull market FOMO absent as BTC price nears 39K profit zone. We're still early. So what they're saying is the bull market has really not gone into full swing yet, even though things have been looking pretty good over the last couple of months. I think Bitcoin is up 120% year to date. Well, the damn year is almost over, so that's really not saying much. But I do believe that it was like 23% over the last few months, which is pretty impressive. But yeah, I mean, the article is just talking about how the FOMO that has characterized previous bull runs has not really kicked in yet. And so we're sort of still in the early stages of this bull run, if it is a bull run, right? And so all of these articles that I'm talking about are linked down below in the description. You can see them down here. And I've only got like 3 of them. The rest of the links we'll go through are about our Black Friday deals, which is the main topic of conversation anyway. So we'll get to that. But if you want to read these articles that I'm talking about in full, they're linked down in the description. Just scroll down a tad. Let's see, Fidelity. Fidelity wants to create an Ether ETF, joining BlackRock in doubling down on crypto. Fidelity, also another huge financial service giant. Money management giant Fidelity is seeking to create an exchange-traded fund that owns Ethereum, according to a Friday filing, joining rival BlackRock in strengthening its crypto embrace. Are they really rivals? I don't know. I bet you the same rich families own stock in both. Are they really rivals? Yeah, okay. Fidelity Ethereum Fund would be listed by an exchange owned by CBOE Global Markets, which posted the filing? It says fling here. The fling that revealed the existence of the proposed product. But first, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission must decide whether to approve the Ether ETF, as it must for others, including one from BlackRock, which was revealed earlier this month. So Fidelity has jumped into the Ether ETF race. Good news, right? And then it's funny because I wanted to give you guys a story about the fact that the SEC decided to delay approval. And it's interesting that they're only mentioning Franklin Templeton and Global X. But this is the story. SEC delays decisions on Franklin Templeton and Global X spot Bitcoin ETFs. Decisions on approvals for both Franklin Templeton's and Global X's spot Bitcoin ETF applications have been delayed by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, according to a just released note. The deadline for the SEC to move on Franklin was today, and Global X's attempt was November 21st. With these delays, the new deadlines move into early 2024. So I guess the thinking last week was that there were some ETF applications that were coming up, and that the SEC would choose to simply, if they were going to approve, they would approve all of the pending ones, even though their deadlines hadn't approached yet. But it was only these two that were on the deadline, and so they got moved. So maybe some of the others' deadlines might come before early next year. There might be some deadlines that hit in late November, it's almost late November already, but mid to late December, I don't know. But so it wasn't a big deal. The market kind of shrugged it off, so we're good, right? Market is taking all of this news pretty well. Currently, we're at 36.561, which is not too shabby, right? So let's talk about Black Friday. So, of course, Black Friday is the best time to buy just about anything. Best time to shop on Amazon. Best time to go to the mall. Back not too long ago, for those of you who might not be old enough to remember, well, let me give you the whole history. I'm an old guy, right? I should know all this stuff. Used to be that we would have Thanksgiving always falls on a Thursday. And people would go home and have Thanksgiving dinner. And then usually most schools and companies would just give people Friday off, right? And that was just like a bonus day off that you got in addition to Thanksgiving. Well, after a while, there were people that decided that, Christmas is right around the corner. I got a day off. I think I'll go do some shopping. Well, there wasn't much open on that Thursday, but I think that the retailers started to catch on, and they realized that there were a lot of people with money in their pockets that wanted to start their Christmas shopping. And so stores started having Black Friday specials. This was back before the internet the internet. And then over time, Black Friday got to be this juggernaut, right? This behemoth. Where everybody went to shop on Black Friday, and that was pretty much when most companies made their profit for the year. Thus, they went into the black, right? Black Friday. And there used to be a thing called Cyber Monday, which was in the early days of internet shopping. Internet companies like Amazon or Newegg or whatever, had sales on the Monday after Black Friday, because Black Friday was an in-store thing and Cyber Monday was sort of an online thing. Well, that all just melted together, and people shop online on Black Friday. Wow, Sil, thank you. People shop online on Black Friday. They go to the store on Black Friday. They shop online on Monday, and there's stores they go to, the stores on Monday. So it's all one big shopping frenzy. And a lot of online stores have deals that last, from Friday through into the next week, sometimes all the way into December. So that's where we're at, right? You probably didn't need the history of Black Friday, but you got it. All right, so let's look at the first Black Friday deal that I have here. And let's see, we're up at the top here. Let's go back up here. Let's see, so the Trezor. Okay, so if you, and I'm going to go over here and try not to shopping frenzy. Right, I'm going to just try to, because I can only click links here. All right, so the first link that I have here for the pre-order of the Trezor Safe 3, did that stay where it was? Yeah. It just takes you to the page for the Trezor 3. Now, the next link under here is information about the Trezor Black Friday, which is coming up in a little over a day, right? About a day and a half. And I guess that would be Monday, right? Cyber Monday is traditionally when online sales start. And so that'll be your Black Friday to get deals on Trezor. Now, they haven't really said what kind of discounts they're going to be giving. I would assume it's probably going to be around 20 to 30%, but I don't know, so I'm just spitballing here. But what you can do is come back to this link on Monday and click this link. It'll give you it'll take you to my affiliate link, and you'll get your Black Friday discount. I would appreciate it if you use my link. So I'm going to leave, of course, this live video will be up. I've never deleted any of my YouTube videos, so you can always come back here. All right, and so now the next one will be Tangem. And let's see, if we click this link, it just basically takes you to the Tangem website. And that's my affiliate link. Now okay, so this link is their Instagram. And so on their Black Friday deal, which will start on November 21st, through December 11th. So November 21st will be Tuesday. So if you want a Black Friday deal on a Tangem, then you'll need to wait till Tuesday. Now, I'm not sure what Binance is doing. Of course, here in the US, we can't get into Binance, but I would assume that you don't need to have a Binance account to get this deal. 160 Binance US dollars from Binance for new customers, bonuses and cashback commission. Oh, okay, so that's if you join Binance, right? So that would be if you're over in Europe or Asia and you have access to Binance, that might be a cool deal for you to join Binance. Although not wanting to talk smack about Binance, but I am still bitter that they cut us off in the US. But a lot of their deals have a lot of strings attached. Like, they're not just going to give you 160 Binance US dollars. Trust me. They're going to have some like hoops you're going to have to jump through. You're going to have to like put in at least 1,000 or trade at least 1,000 or whatever. It's not going to be like, hey, I just signed up for Binance, here's your 160. This is definitely not going to work like that. But Tangem will definitely have these sales. So all you have to do really is just wait until Tuesday and you can get a deal on Tangem. Pretty cool. Tangem. I was just using my Tangem wallet earlier today, and it is just so easy. I had a really bad experience on Wednesday when I was trying to show people how to use the cold card. And I was just having a devil of a time with this thing. The cold card device is very safe and secure. It's this tiny little thing. Yeah, still got it over here. But the problem with it is that it's very sensitive as far as using the NFC, or near field communication. That is the protocol that the Tangem card uses. And the Tangem card is really easy. I mean, you just put the card behind your phone and boom, it works. Well, with the cold card, you have to put your phone, let's put this here. I had forgotten that it's the number 8 on this thing. That's a funny picture of Alex. He's like looking through. That's at a playground, actually. But you have to put the edge of your phone right on top of the 8 for the NFC signal to work. And I was just having a devil of a time. I had forgotten about that. And I was trying to send some crypto out. And it really made me look kind of like a old boomer. He's like, oh, dude, you can't figure out how to use the cold card. I had to go back and rewatch my video. Now, the cold card can also use the SD card. It's a air-gapped wallet, right? So it could use the cold card, it can use the USB cable, or it can use the NFC functionality. But most people that buy the cold card don't want the NFC functionality or the USB functionality, and so they disable that and they only use it as cold storage, air gap, right? But anyway, it just kind of I think it's a great wallet, but I think people get hung up on the whole I want to be so super safe and secure, and then they get a wallet that's too complicated for them to use. And believe me, I've been using hardware wallets, for years. But I got stumped by this thing because I had forgotten that you had to hold your phone right over the 8 key for the signal to work. But I got it, right? So anyway, let's move on to the next Black Friday deal. Let's see, Keystone. So Keystone has Black Friday deals. I believe they're already on. So the Keystone Black Friday sale goes from November 10th to December 11th, right? And you can click my affiliate link. It'll take you right over there, and they're giving you 37% off, which is pretty sweet, right? Let me take a look at that. Yeah, so pretty good deal on the Keystone 3 Pro, which is also an air-gapped wallet, and but it's sort of true to its methods, right? There's really only one way to use the Keystone Pro, and that's with scanning the QR codes. It's a good wallet. I've demoed it. I have some demos on it. I think it's very secure. They seem to be doing pretty good in the air-gapped space. Their main competitors are Uphold and NGRAVE, and we'll talk about NGRAVE. NGRAVE kind of is front and center, but their wallet is very expensive. It's like $500. It was $400 for an NGRAVE, so puts it out of reach for a lot of people. So Keystone Pro, $90.30, pretty good deal if you're into that. And you can click that link right now and go straight over there if you want. Also, the guys over at CryptoTag called me up or sent me an email and said, hey, we've got some Black Friday deals on our CryptoTag Zeus. Up to 40% off. If we click that link, I think their deal is already live, right? Yeah, he he shot me an email the other day and said their Black Friday deals are live. So CryptoTag being one of the most safest and most durable ways to store your seed phrase. A little complicated, but the nice thing about it is that if you look at some others, so let's look at the Bill Fodl, which is also a great way to store your seed phrase. But if you look at the way the Bill Fodl works, you'll notice that you have to put these little tiles in here for your seed words. And so that's all well and good. It's very durable. But what if it gets shot with a shotgun? Or, you know, you accidentally put it under your drill press or whatever, and the thing shatters and the seed words letters fly everywhere, right? So it does have its limitations, right? No, that's pretty unlikely. You know, the main thing you want to worry about with something like this is fireproof, waterproof, and fade proof, right? But when we look at the Zeus, you'll notice that there's like a little code for each seed word. And so you use this pen to like pop a little divot in the code. So this thing can withstand shotgun blast, rifle blast, heat, cold, all that kind of stuff. So this is one of the best-selling backup solutions for your seed phrase, right? And for those of you who don't know, the seed phrase for your wallet is the most important part of the wallet, because should you, now, you may, a lot of people, I talk about hardware wallets all the time, and a lot of people say stuff like, oh, that's really nice, CryptoDad. What if it breaks? You know, like they just like outsmarted me. What if it breaks? Haha, gotcha. You know, you lost all your CryptoDad, because your little thing broke. And I'm like, yes, I know. That's why we have backup phrases. Because if your little thing breaks, then you get a new one and you restore with your seed phrase. And that's why you want your seed phrase to be durable, right? You always want it to be around 10, 20, 30 years from now. You can hand it down from generation to generation more than you could a piece of paper or something written on a little, you know, cardboard card. Right? So if you're serious about your crypto, get yourself a decent hardware wallet and get yourself a metal backup. Now, did we talk about the NGRAVE? I thought we had talked about that. Did I skip the NGRAVE? Oh, here it is. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. We're not there yet. Okay. So we're almost down. Now, Ledger Black Friday deals don't start until the 20th. So, and that's Monday. Ledger's Black Friday deals have not been announced yet. So they've told me what they are, but they threaten me with excommunication should I reveal it. So I can't tell you what their Black Friday deals are going to be, but they will be good. So if you're in the market for the #1 crypto wallet that supports the most cryptos, just about, of any other hardware wallet, and is easy to use and relatively affordable, and supports a lot of the third-party wallets out there so that you can connect it to DEXs and stake and do liquidity pool, all that kind of stuff, Ledger is still #1. You may not trust Ledger because of this whole recovery thing, but they're still the most powerful and versatile hardware wallet out there with the most industry support. We just can't deny that. If you think that their backup service is some kind of backdoor, then fine. Don't use the best wallet out there. Use some other rinky-dink wallet that's half as good, right? I'm being facetious, right? But there are other alternatives besides Ledger, but still, Ledger is a great effing wallet. And tune back in on Tuesday. I'll probably try to, I have a link from them, but I was afraid to put it in there because they were like, this link won't work until, you know, our deal goes live. So I will come back and update this video with the Ledger link for those of you who are interested in getting a great deal on a ledger. No, here we are on the NGRAVE. So I have both of these links, which would take you over. Now this one is for the combo, wherever it went. Okay, so the combo has the NGRAVE cold wallet. Okay, so you can give your email and they'll give you a reminder when the 23rd hits. But you'll notice it's very close to CryptoTag, the way it works, right? There's a code and you punch notches in this metal plate, which is very durable. So you've got the combo that comes with the plate for the backup, and then you could just get the wallet itself, right? And as I mentioned, it's not cheap, right? Yeah. So 400 euro for the standalone wallet, but it's a great wallet, and I'll use it a little bit tonight, and so you can see how it works. It is a totally air-gapped wallet. The seed phrase is generated randomly, completely offline. Very, very safe and secure wallet, and it's big and easy to use. You know, for an old guy like me who's fat-fingered and half-blind, it's a really decent wallet. Sure, I hope that I have. You know what? I'm probably going to have to get up and go dig this thing out so we can use it tonight. But I did put some Bitcoin in there earlier, so I'm going to show you how to move some Bitcoin out of this wallet. Right? So we'll have fun with that. And their Black Friday deals start on the 23rd. So that's like Thursday, right? Oh, well, that's Black Friday. No, it's the Thursday before Black Friday, right? Or maybe it's at 12. I don't know, but it's closer to the actual Black Friday. So most of the Black Friday deals are starting early next week for Trezor and Tangem. Keystone is already going on. CryptoTag's deals are already live. Ledger deals start on the 20th. And NGRAVE's don't start until like Thursday of next week, right? Also, while I've got your attention, I wanted to point out that I put some new products in the CryptoDad store. I don't know if you can see my links under my video or not, but you can simply go, you can follow these links here, and then I have a link to the website, thecryptodad.com. But if you click this link here, I've got this hoodie that says inflation is a hidden tax, had enough, with the Bitcoin logo, and then CryptoDad on the back, which is kind of cool. You can get it on different colors. Now, if you don't want to shell out 40 bucks, I also have this same slogan on coffee cup, which is kind of cool. And it's got the CryptoDad on the other side. Inflation is a hidden tax. And then I also have this other one here, Monero. Private transactions should stay private, with the Monero logo. I got the hoodie, and then of course you can get that same logo on a little notepad or on a coffee cup. And I think my wife also did some stickers. There's one. I thought we had stickers for that other one. Maybe you have to look for them. Filter. In stock. Well, we got to work on this, right? This is 15 stuff in stock. That's kind of weird. I know there's more than this. Anyway, maybe that sticker didn't get done. I think maybe on the Bitcoin slogan and the Monero slogan are just the coffee cup, the notebook, and the hoodie. So might be cool. And of course, you could get your CryptoDad coffee mug with my mug on it. All right, so that's it, right? Yeah, and you can go over to my Amazon page and shop for stuff for your own rig if you want to do that kind of stuff. That's always fun too. All right, so let's get all these tabs closed. Some great Black Friday deals going on if you're in the market for a hardware device or some kind of backup medium, right? Let's close this. I'll close that. We're doing good. Let's see. I did want to talk about Ledger Recover. JDO. I don't see any posts by JDO yet. I'm not sure if he's here. Thanks, Dan, for being here. It was good seeing Dan this week at the meeting. Scott Lee is here. Diesel Kane is here. Barbara K. Good to have you guys here as usual. Mike asks, what's the best way to get profit if your coin is pumping? Transfer to an exchange right away from your Trezor. Other ways to hodl. I don't really give investment advice. I don't really, but your question is technical in the sense that you want to know, okay, my coin is that I'm holding is going up. Let's just say it's Bitcoin. And I want to know the best way to take profits. Well, there's a couple, as far as technical and hodling, there's, I guess, 3 different ways of dealing with this situation. The first is put all your crypto in your wallet, right? And when it's time to sell, transfer it back to the exchange, right? That's scenario number A, right? Always store all your crypto in your wallet. And when it's time to sell, move it back to the exchange so you can sell it, right? Now, the middle ground would be, okay, I know that I'm in this for the money and the crypto might pump and I don't feel comfortable keeping all of my crypto in my wallet because I'm afraid when the pump happens, it's going to be a split-second decision and I won't have 5 or 10 minutes to move it from my wallet to the exchange, right? Or the exchange might be down or transfers might be disabled, whatever, right? So in that sense, you would keep your long-term holding in your wallet, period, and then you would keep the crypto that you think you're going to sell when the price goes up on the exchange, right? So that you can make that lightning fast decision to sell because it's already there on the exchange. So you just sell it, right? And then, of course, the last scenario would be, look, I don't feel comfortable hodling crypto because I get confused and I get verklempt and I'm only in this for the money. I don't care about long term. I'm just looking to be a short term trader, make a quick buck on the pump, right? So in that case, just leave your crypto on the exchange, right? I know you're hearing me say it here. I'm just saying, for those of you who are into the investment thing, if that's all you care about, then you're probably better off just leaving it on the exchange so that you can sell it on the pump, right? But of course, my advice would probably be more the middle ground guy who keeps his long-term in his wallet and his short-term on the exchange. But of course, with the fall of FTX in 2022, you should realize that no matter how much crypto you keep on the exchange, whether it's a little or a lot, you're running the risk of losing access to it should the exchange go belly up like FTX did. Now, it's pretty unlikely that Coinbase or Kraken or Gemini or Binance US is suddenly going to go belly up, right? But Binance US might get regulated to the point where they can't really do stuff, right? Now, I didn't mention Uphold. You still got Uphold, right? Uphold is a US-based exchange where you can trade and that kind of stuff. So, but any of those conceivably could either go down temporarily or permanently, or they could get regulated out of existence, or they could go bankrupt like FTX. So keeping your crypto on an exchange is always a risky proposition. Now, if you're savvy and you just keep all your crypto in your wallet and you have no problem with moving your crypto on demand, right? It's not like you're going to lose everything by waiting 20 minutes to move your crypto from point A to point B. It's never really a split-second thing. You know, oh, I could have, you know, I could have made an extra $5,000 if it had been there 10 seconds earlier. I don't know about that, right? If you're just a savvy, experienced user of crypto, keep it all in your wallet. And if you want to sell, sell it, transfer it when it's time, right? This keeps your crypto safe. And if one exchange is down, you could use a different one because you've got it in your wallet. You have total control. So let's say you keep all your crypto on Coinbase, and when the time comes to make your split-second trade, oops, Coinbase is down, overloaded, offline, temporarily. Oh man, I could make my $1 million if only I could trade right now. Can't do it because all your coins are on Coinbase. Well, Kraken was okay. Binance US was okay, but you had all your coins on Coinbase. So you see what I'm getting at here? If you keep your crypto in your own wallet, then you have all of the power in your hand. 10 exchanges are down, one's still up, move your crypto over to that one that's still functioning, right? So I don't know. That's as much as I want to say about wallet custody and taking profits, right? As far as when to take your profits, ask somebody that knows about that kind of stuff. All right? I just know the technical details. What time is my midweek live show? Thank you for asking. I'll put that in the someone asked me that in my comments earlier, and I still didn't get back to them. I am starting to do a Wednesday 9 a.m. show every week called Hardware Wallet Roundup. And the first show that I did for Hardware Wallet Roundup was on a Thursday, if I recall. And then I decided I wanted to do it on that Wednesday, but I ran out of time, and so I waited until the next day, Thursday or whatever. But now I'm doing it every Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, the Hardware Wallet Roundup. I just focus on hardware wallets and how you use them, right? Let me get caught up on chat, and then we'll start to move some crypto around. Hopefully that's what most of you came here to see. I'm glad that everyone's here tonight. Sil enjoyed the Roundup and Caspa Wallet videos. Looking forward to any information you can get from Dissent about authenticity checks. I could not, Asil. I think you had asked me that, and then I replied to your comment online. I don't remember. I think maybe I should email them. I don't think I sent them an email, but I was not able to find any information about an integrity check with the Dissent wallet. If you're not sure what Asil and I are talking about, we're talking about a mechanism that a hardware wallet uses to do an integrity check cryptographically. So in other words, a ledger device, if you unwrap a ledger device and the package is open or whatever, and you connect it to your computer and you run what they call the genuine check, then you know that you've got a genuine ledger device and you don't have to worry that the package was open, right? You know it hasn't been tampered with. There are a couple of wallets that also do this. Tangem wallet has an integrity check, right? I got rid of all of the links there. Let's get rid of all the news stories here. Tangem wallet has an integrity check. So that when you initialize your card, it runs an integrity check, which determines whether it had been tampered with or not. And that's cryptographically done. There's something in the chip that can, there's a key stored in the chip that communicates with the server to let you know your wallet is genuine and has not been tampered with. And so also the Trezor, the Trezor Safe 3 has an integrity check. right? So you could buy a Trezor Safe 3 under a bridge or off the back of a truck, and rest assured that you could come home and connect it to Trezor Suite. It would run its integrity check to let you know that not only was it genuine, but it hasn't been tampered with. Now, pardon me, someone had asked me whether the Trezor, how the Joseph, thank you so much. I can see I've transferred. Well, I'm going to have to read that down in the first. Anyway, there's a secure element chip on the Trezor Safe 3, and someone had asked me, how does that compare with the other secure element chips in the Trezor line? And it was my understanding that the Trezor line was there was only one Trezor device that had the secure element chip, and I don't want to reveal all my emails here. Oh, here, I got it. So they told me, here we are, I'm talking with Trezor, and they said, yes, 100%, this is the first device that they have that has a secure element chip. So we look at the comparison here, and you can see that only the Trezor Safe 3 has the secure element chip and can do the integrity check. So that's what Asil is asking me. He's asking me about if the Descent wallet has those, and I don't think they do. I haven't been able to find out. I think I need to just ask them direct like I did Trezor. Let's see. Corporate greed has taken over Black Friday. Yes, it has. 6 ETH today could be worth a half a Bitcoin by the end of the year. Is that a basic fact? LOL. I'm not allowed to mention how I feel about ETH anymore. Oh, Scott. I already did a Black Friday purchase on Amazon. I bought 3 Lord of the Rings movies in the extended edition of Blu-ray. Cool, Andreas. I got my Tangem within a couple weeks, but now it could be longer with new 2.0. It's a fact based on Bollinger and Wycliffe chart models. ETH falls against BTC to half value or lower in pre-halving years. Dan Wester is historically correct. Wow, you've done your research on the swing trade that Dan is always preaching about at our meetings. Chippy, hello. By the way, for testing purposes, I tried to stack a small amount of ETH via Lido last week. Since then, I got a bunch of scam NFTs sent to my ETH address. Kind of scary. Yeah, the scam NFTs are a bit scary, but they won't do anything if you don't interact with them. My dad was asking me, can I prevent spam emails? And I said, no, I don't think that you can. You get spam emails in a number of different ways. Every service that you use, there are so many services out there that we use that some of them sell their client list to third parties for advertising and whatnot, and those lists get passed around. And so scammers get a hold of people's emails, not to mention there's hacks and leaks and breaches and all that kind of stuff. And so your email, once it gets out, there's really no way to prevent spam emails from coming in, just like spam NFTs. But the trick is don't interact with them and you don't have to worry. It's sort of like it's a bear trap, just don't step in it, right? Just walk around it. It's not going to hurt you if you don't step in it. Same with email links and NFTs. Just don't interact with them and you'll be fine. Let's see. So we're here for basics about pricing and movements. Yeah. Yeah. I can buy a boatload of baby shark tokens with $500. That's cool. Joseph. Okay, here we go. I've transferred Illuvium to Trezor 1. I can see the quantity, but no price next to it. Could this be a bug? Trevor 1. I think you mean Trezor Suite. It's not really a bug. Now well, you could call it a bug. It's a lack of support. Now, you're talking about Trezor Suite. Let me launch Trezor Suite. There are, and let me figure out what the heck this coin is you're talking about. Where is it? Okay, ILL. Okay, there. All right. So you transferred this coin into into your Trezor Suite. Let me get my Trezor, if I can find it. Okay, I see it over there. This is my, oh, here's my, is this my Trezor 3? Yeah, it's my Trezor. Let's just use the Trezor 3 right now. I need to enter my PIN here real quick. Oh. Okay, there's a new version of Trezor Suite out. Let's go ahead and run that guy. This is the software. This is not a firmware update. This is simply a software update. We'll restart Trezor Suite. Should relaunch here, hopefully, soon. Okay, the new version has installed. Connect your Trezor. All right, I need to go ahead and enter my PIN here, so let me do that. Okay, all right. This new interface is kind of funky, but it works okay. Okay. It's actually kind of easier than the old way. All right. All right, so it's verifying my PIN, and we're in. Oh, okay, so there, it looks like there's a firmware available for my Trezor Safe 3. Let's go into the standard wallet. I'll go ahead and run the firmware update. I don't think there's anything in this. I did the demo, I put some crypto in, and then I pulled it back out again. But what you were saying was when you go into your Ethereum wallet and you look at your tokens, you can see your quantity but not your dollar value or your amount. Was it the quantity of the token? Oh, you can see the quantity but not the price. Okay. Now, I haven't seen that happen in Trezor Suite, but it's really common in Ledger Live for a token. Basically, they've given it sort of support. In other words, if it's in your Ethereum wallet, you can see the token and you can see the amount, but you can't see the price. Actually, these are not showing up because I have 0. But here's one. So this is a token with a balance or an amount of token and no pricing information. That was fairly common for a while. It just means that the pricing APIs are not available for that particular coin. It's nothing to worry about. I mean, it's nice to see the price in dollars of your coin in Trezor Suite, especially when you like to see the value of all of your holdings as one figure, you know, in the dashboard. But it doesn't mean that your coin is not worth anything. It just means that Trezor can't retrieve the current price. It's a nuisance, but it's not something to worry about. A lot of people used to think that when they put their coin in Trezor or on a ledger in Ledger Live and there was no price next to it, that suddenly the coin had become worthless. I'm like, no, it just means that there's no pricing information in Ledger Live, or in this case, Trezor Suite. Doesn't mean that the coin has suddenly become worthless. If you move it back to an exchange, I'm sure they'll give you market value for it. Let's go ahead and run this firmware update. I can show you how easy it is to run a firmware update on a Trezor device. I've got it connected. I've got the seed phrase backed up. It wants me to reboot. Okay, let me show you what's going on here. I'm gonna zoom in on this guy. Right, they're saying that they want me to reboot, and I just have to, let me move in a little further. It's better. Yeah. Come on, Rex. Can you see that? Yeah, I can see it. All right, so we just hit restart here. We're going to restart the device. And then install now, right? Whoops. Menu, install firmware. Okay. It says install FW. Okay. So I'll click that button. Okay, and then this is saying go ahead and run the firmware. And then in order to do this, I have to press both buttons at the same time, or I can just hit in the middle here. You notice how you can't really see it very well. The two buttons are so close together that you can just put your finger over both at the same time. Yeah, and it just does its thing. All right, so it's installing the firmware. Okay, that's looking good. Oh, okay, and then we can see it on the screen there. And we're go. So, Jinx Fallon, thanks for that subscription. Appreciate it. The reason I'm going through this with you guys right now is I want to just show you how simple it is to do a firmware update. It's nothing to be afraid of. You're not going to destroy your device or lose all your crypto if something goes wrong. Well, worst case scenario is you might brick your device, possibly. Very remote chance of that happening. But as long as you have your seed phrase, then your crypto is safe. You might have to buy a new device, but that's a trivial matter if we're dealing with thousands of dollars worth of crypto. A little bit of a nuisance. But and that's a very, very rare event that it's going to brick your device. It might like hang the device and then you could disconnect and reconnect and try again and that kind of stuff. But it goes off without a hitch. As you can see, it went perfectly fine on mine. It says device is in correct state. I think I just need to disconnect it and reconnect it. And then I'll just re-enter my PIN. Oh. Huh. Okay. Have you used this Trezor before? Yes. Oh my God. Well, I take back everything I just said. What happened? I'm gonna try this again. It shouldn't have done that, right? It just ran a firmware update. It shouldn't have started the whole damn thing over again. Wow. Okay. Well, I guess I did just wipe it. All right. Firmware is already installed and connected to Trezor. Only continue with setup if you have used this Trezor before. Yes, I have used this one before. Okay. Wow. Boom. Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. It looks like it did. Oh, now it's doing the integrity check. Okay. And so I'll allow it. Okay. I gotta turn this thing back on again. Wow, after all this lecturing I gave you, they acted weird. Okay, once the integrity check, I'm ready to go. Continue to Trezor. Hello. Yeah, it's like they wiped it. That's kind of messed up. Okay, yeah, they wiped it. Okay. They did wipe it. How dare they? Right when I'm trying to show everybody how to use their Trezor? Yeah. Bummer. Well, I mean, it's not that big of a bummer because I have my recovery phrase and the device is still fine. But that's really weird that they would completely wipe the device during the firmware update. Never had that happen before. You saw it live here first. I'm not going to do my recover now because I don't, I would have to do it over on the side and it would just kind of be a pain. But yeah, wow. They really made me look like a fool, didn't they? Ended up with egg on my face. I'm telling everybody not to worry about the firmware updates. They're a breeze, no problem, no pain. And then friggin' Ledger or Trezor wipes it. Okay. Okay, well, I did tell him that I had my seed phrase before I did it, so there's no one to blame but me. But yeah, really distraught about that. Why would they do that? That's never happened before. And believe me, I have updated Trezor devices countless times, more than I can remember. And I have never had the firmware update wipe my device like that. Yeah, and now this thing is telling me. Woo, man. All right. I'm just going to turn this thing off. Man, that's crazy. Why would they do that to me? Right in front of everybody. Right before Black Friday. Why? My Trezor Suite works on my laptop, but not my Trezor Suite for web on my phone. Cannot download the bridge. Well, the Trezor for your phone is not meant for you to manage your wallet. Okay, now I should be able... Let me enter my PIN on this. I can't do two things at the same time. Ugh, I cannot believe that firmware update wiped my device. I must send a strongly worded letter. Oh, yeah, and now they want me to update the firmware on this one. No thanks. Oops. Doggone it. Let's try this again. All right. Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, boy, that was embarrassing. I guess you should be afraid of firmware updates. No, don't be afraid of firmware updates or software updates. Just do them. It's in your best interest. And if it wipes your device, then do the restore. It's not a deal breaker. Kind of a pain. Methalutha 969. All right, so you were asking me about this Trezor. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. Trezor Mobile. Wait. I'm sorry. It's this thing. There's an iOS and Android version of the Trezor Suite, but it's not meant to interact with the device. The only thing it will do is track your crypto, and you have to sync it to your desktop. And so really the only thing that it does will show you the crypto that's in your wallet, but you can't use it with your device. I don't even think the one for Android does, as far as I know. Something about this. Maybe you can use, let's see. To make payments with Trezor via your Android phone, you will need to connect the Trezor Suite in your browser using WebUSD. Sure, the Trezor device is up to date. Connect with a USB cable. Open Chrome. Yeah, so I guess if you're using an Android phone, and this Trezor bridge thing, I don't know that it's still... I guess it still works. I guess it's kind of legacy. I don't know that you need it anymore. You don't need it to connect a Trezor to Metamask anymore. Let's go back into Metamask where I was having issues earlier. It's not been my night, has it? It's like everything is like not working for me tonight. All right. And yeah, I mean, how do you get rid of these now? You used to be able to take away accounts, but it seems like you can't anymore. That is so bizarre. Wow. Why can't you do that anymore? I'm just flabbergasted. I've just been in this game so long, And now all of a sudden MetaMask doesn't do what I want it to do anymore. You used to be able to remove accounts in Trezor. You just can't do it anymore. It's just, there it is. Aha, there it is. I knew you could do it. Okay, remove account. Thank you. Wow. Okay, let's try to remove account 9. Oh yeah, there it is. Why wasn't this working for me earlier? Am I a total idiot? Okay, let's try account 3. No, they won't let me do it with account 3. Okay, maybe I have to go backwards. Okay, there's 8. Okay, I removed 8. Let's see. There, I got to remove this account. Oh, I can't remove that one. That is so weird. All right. Okay, well, okay. It's still there, apparently. And I don't know why I can't remove this one. Maybe because it senses there's a balance in it. It let me remove 8 and 9, but they were 0 balance. Go figure. I guess they're trying to protect people from themselves. All right, so what I was trying to say is, okay, if we want to attach a hardware device and we want to attach a Trezor device, we don't need Trezor Bridge anymore. They used to have this weird thing called Trezor Bridge, which sort of ran in the background. Okay, right? But you don't need it anymore. You don't need it. Now, maybe you need it on an Android phone. I didn't see it over there. Wherever that was. I lost it. Here. Open the Google Chrome app on your phone, on your Android phone. If you do not see your Trezor, click on Find Trezor. Follow the on-screen instructions to unlock your Trezor. Once your Trezor is connected, you can manage your cryptocurrencies, send and receive. All right. So you would use a USB-C cable to connect your Trezor device to an Android phone. But according to this, you don't need... well, maybe this is what you're saying is the bridge. Well, it looks like it just takes you, like if you're in a browser, it's basically running Trezor Suite in a browser. Maybe you're just calling it bridge. But yeah. But I don't have an Android phone, so I've never done this. Whoops. But on an iPhone, you cannot interact with the Ledger device. All you can do is export the accounts so that you can see them on your phone. I thought that I had downloaded this at some point. Yeah. I'll show you what I mean. So yeah, I was really quick to say, oh, that's not going to work, before I realized you were probably talking about an Android phone. But on my iPhone, the Trezor Suite Lite, it can just, all it can do is monitor my balances, right? It doesn't, there's no way to interact with the Trezor device. There's no way to connect. Now, someone had said, oh, now that iPhone 15s have a USB-C connector, can I connect it to my Trezor? That I don't know. I would say no. See, knowing Apple, they're probably not going to allow something like that to happen with one of their phones, right? But yeah. So, I mean, the only thing I can do with this app is monitor my balances and, you know, look at my transaction history and whatever. But it's not like the Trezor desktop. It can't interact. I can't send and receive crypto using this app on my iPhone. But so, I mean, my phone cannot download the bridge. I think really what you need to do is just follow these instructions. Go to this website in your phone's browser, and then you can it should work. I mean, according to those instructions, that's really all you need to do. You need to go to that website in your phone's browser, and then it just runs in your phone's browser. hopefully it works for you. Thank you for that tip, by the way. And thank you for that tip, Joseph and Asil. Have you thought about making a video on Secure X Shield BioCard, biometric crypto hardware wallet? I have done a Secure X video. I may not have done that particular wallet yet. Let's go back here. Whoops. Let's do this. Let's open this so I can Secure X. See? No, come on, Rick. Oh. SECUX. There it is. Okay. Not too long ago. This is the, which one is it? It's the, they're probably having Black Friday sales too. I should put that in this video description. Let's put it down. Well, let's put it down here. That's my affiliate link. Oh, come on, Rex. You kidding me? Did I or did I not just copy that into my clipboard? What's going on here? It's not. Oh, I can't see it. It was happening above. Okay. You know what that reminds me of? Back in the 90s or whatever, when I used to troubleshoot, people would like hit print, and if it didn't print like in 2 seconds, they'd hit print again. And if they didn't see anything coming out of the printer, they'd hit print again. And I'd go over to the people's house or the business or whatever to troubleshoot, and I'd look, and there were like 50 jobs in the printer queue. I'd be like, okay, after it doesn't print the first time, stop hitting print over and over again. And then, you know, basically you just clear the print queue out, and then it would print. But anyway. All right, so Secure X. So your question was about the Shield Bio card. No, I haven't used that. Not to my knowledge, Senator. Oh, let's do this again. We're to troubleshoot, and I'd look. Let's go down here. We'll follow that link there. There's the Secure X. The one that I did the Nifty, right? And you're talking about some new thing called the, what'd you call it? Secure X Shield Bio. Okay, so looks like they're having some deals here. Oh, here, Shield Bio. Okay. Looks similar to the Cool wallet. I'm not crazy about these card-based wallets that have these little touch screens on them. I think that they can be a little clunky and unreliable. I have not tried this. I'm just saying. Like, the Tangem card is just kind of clean. It just does one thing. I guess that's a biometric. Interesting. $149. I should probably give them a call and see if they wouldn't mind sending me one. Looks like it works see that chip on there? That's an NFC chip, a near field communication chip. So this looks pretty cool. Managed a lot of coin. The Secure X Nifty was a pretty decent wallet. Military grade secure element. Pretty interesting. Carry it around in your wallet. I like that. Not that crazy about these LED readouts on these cards, but, you know, to each his own. Yeah, I don't find it that useful. I mean, it generally is going to have a companion app. And, you know, I'm fine with looking at my balance on my companion app. I really don't need to see it on the card. But some people are like that. They don't think it's in there unless they can see the balance on the device. But I'll definitely contact them. It's a scam wanting you to put in your seed phrase. No, not this. No, you guys were thinking that Trezor Suite was a scam. No, and besides, I wouldn't be putting in the seed phrase in Trezor Suite. I would be entering it on my device if I were to do the recover, right? No, they just wiped my device and wanted me to do the restore. Yeah. It wasn't a scam because it was this was within Trezor Suite. So for those of you who witnessed that horrible thing, no, it's not a scam, right? It would be a scam if they were asking me to put the seed phrase in the software on my computer, but they're not. They just took me to the normal setup screen, which told me that, oh, the device got wiped. It's not a deal breaker and not a scam. Okay, Trezor is cold wallet, so all tokens show up when you put them in your phrase pin, right? It's not like Metamask, which is a hot wallet. Yes, Trezor is a cold wallet. But when you connect your wallet to Metamask, then Metamask becomes a cold wallet because now the private key is on my Trezor device. So, but not all of the other accounts, right? All of the other accounts are still hot wallets. The only cold wallets here are this Ledger account, both of these Ledger accounts, and this Trezor account. And notice how MetaMask indicates that they are indeed based on hardware wallets. So these are offline cold wallets. I'm just using them within MetaMask. So in that sense, MetaMask is it can be a hot and cold wallet, right? But only the accounts that are based on the hardware devices are cold wallets. The rest of these accounts are based on the MetaMask seed phrase, which is stored somewhere on my computer. I'm just catching up, right? Would you say Polygon or Tron is better for cheaper gas fees? Tron, I believe, is cheaper than Polygon. I might be wrong about that. Polygon is dirt cheap. It really is. The only problem I have with Tron is it's a little difficult to get your hands on. They don't sell it on Coinbase. It's just not regular. A lot. I guess crypto exchanges in the U.S. Go through a process when they list coins, and they have to jump through certain hoops or whatever to get their coin listed. And for whatever reason, a cryptocurrency might make a decision to say, let's not list this coin, or let's delist this coin based on the current regulatory climate or whatever. Tron, in that sense, has kind of a bad reputation in the US. Although I saw a chart that said Tron is like the number 3 chain for like tokens. Like Ethereum is number 1. Maybe Tron was number 2, but that's because it's really big over in Asia. So it's really used a lot over in Asia. But in the US, it's kind of a bad boy, and you can get it on Kraken, but you can't buy it on Coinbase or Binance US, and I'm not sure if you can get it on Gemini or Uphold. I don't know about Uphold. I have a few things to say about Uphold, but I'm not that crazy about Uphold's 5-day cooling off period. But let's see if they have Tron, just for the heck of it. And all this nonsense. I'm like, I don't really want to be treated like a child when I go on to a crypto exchange. I mean, I'm an adult, right? I set up the account. I don't need them to warn me every time I log in that I might be getting scammed, you know? I'm like, dude, just like, why do you have to like give me that every time? Whoops. I find that insulting to my intelligence. Okay. And they're the same way about like you make a withdrawal or whatever, and they're like, watch out, you might be getting scammed. I'm like, dude, come on. If they're stupid enough to get scammed, let them get scammed. Like, how are they going to blame you? All you have to put is a warning on there that says crypto transactions are irreversible. Boom. You don't have to like give me a whole 3-screen spiel about how I could be getting scammed. You can see I'm rather bitter about all this. I'm going to go ahead and sign in here if I can get in here. if they don't like try to stop me for my own good. It might not be you. All right, I'll log into my Uphold account like yesterday, and now I'm back again on the same computer, same browser, and they think I might be a scammer. Yes, it's me, you idiots. It's me. Will you stop already? Okay. Cranky old man. Let's go. Here we go. Yes, I just tried to sign in, you idiots. All right, let me in my own account, please, if it's not too much trouble. Oh, okay, well, can we get Tron, right? That's a good question. How do we figure that one out? I want to put some Tron in here. Can I buy it? No, I guess not. So, no, you can't buy Tron on Uphold either. We'll play around with Uphold. I did a video the other day on CAS, and curiously enough, one of the few places you can buy CAS in the US is on Uphold. And so I bought it, and then I moved it into my Tangem wallet. Let me see here. And it went in to my Tangem wallet. Let's go over to this one. Yeah, and so there it is. That's my small test transaction. So bully for Tangem for being available to store Caspa, because you can't store Caspa using a Ledger or a Trezor, Caspa native. So, but you can with a Tangem card. So bully on Tangem for that. And then, and the only place you can buy it in the US is on Uphold. But when I tried to withdraw, pardon me, the bulk of my CAS, it wouldn't let me because there's a 5-day cooling off period for $100 worth of CAS. Like, ugh. They let me withdraw some of it because there was $20 worth of XRP to like cover it, right? And the XRP has been in there longer than 5 days. So that's my collateral. But when I tried to withdraw my CAS, they're like, cooling off period. Yeah, I don't know if I could find this or not, but like if we go here and do a share, like, okay, I want to receive some, I'll share this with myself. Yeah, just do that. So I'm sharing my CAS address and my Tangem wallet with myself. And if I go here, first I need to go to my email. Wasn't it this? No, it must have been this. Here. All right, so here's my Caspa address. All right, let's go over here and let's say, okay, I want to take it out of my CAS account. I want to send it over to my CAS wallet, which would be the Caspa crypto network. And I want to send it all if I can, right? And then preview withdrawal, paste in my CAS address, confirm that. Yes. And they're even going to make me put in my 2-factor before they're going to tell me I can't do it. All right. So I'll put in. You could have just told me from the get-go, but no, got to put in your 2-factor till we make sure it's you, and then we can tell you, screw you, buddy, you can't take it out yet. You have 3 days left before you can withdraw your 606 CAS. Okay, I could withdraw 200 worth of it. Yeah, not too crazy about this cooling off period. Yeah, maybe later. But hey, whatever. I'll wait a few days and then I'll put the rest of it in. Now, I did want to move some crypto out of my NGRAVE, my NGRAVE 0, which I think is a really cool wallet. But I need, oh, it's here. Okay. All right. We can do it. Let's move over here to my overhead. Whoops. All right. Let's go back to the, we're going to go to the Liquid app. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Whoops. Okay. So we're in the Liquid app, and let's move this camera over so you don't see the leg. Here is my device. I think there's enough juice in here for it to do its thing. So I'm just going to turn it on. Yeah, and this is the NGRAVE 0, one of the most safe and secure offline air-gapped cold wallets out there. Kind of expensive, but what's really nice about it is how big it is and how big the screen is. It's a very nice screen, on par with like an iPhone or Android screen. You know, there's a lot of hardware wallets that have touch screens, and I won't name names, but I don't think there are any hardware wallets out there that measure up to the NGRAVE touchscreen. It is a high-end touchscreen, and that's why it's so expensive. I'll go ahead and put in my pin here. Ooh, I'm almost out of battery. Let me go ahead and plug it in. Yeah, it's red. So, what to do? Okay. So there's a little charging. Oh, is this right? Yeah. It's a USB-C charging port there. So we got the charging on. Let's go ahead and enter the pin. Boy, I just like killed myself here. Okay. 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 There we go. Okay. And I kind of messed the camera up just a tad. Okay, so we're good. All right. Yes, stay logged in. It does. I don't like the Liquid app. It keeps trying to log me out, which I find irritating. And there's no way to disable that behavior. It just won't. It's okay. So we have some crypto stored on the device. Now notice that I can manage the different cryptos here on the device itself. I can add crypto by hitting the plus if I want to add a coin, right? And then you would search for it, like whatever the coin is that you want to add. Oh, well, they even show you coins that aren't supported. Okay. I don't know. Does it? Let's see if it does Caspa. Okay. Oh, I think I looked and it doesn't. Okay. So we know that. Okay. But you can add coins on the device, but you don't see your balances, and you don't you don't see your portfolio. This is the cold part, right? It's not connected to the internet. And even this cable is not connected to the internet. This cable is over here. This cable, see this charging brick? Right? That's all I'm doing is charging it. It's not connected to my computer or USB port or anything. So this wallet is completely offline. I just happen to need to charge it right now because it's, the battery's low. But when it's fully charged, it'll go for several days. I just hadn't charged it in a while. So, but this is where it actually stores the private key. This is how you sign transactions. I would like to send this Bitcoin that's in this wallet here. This is where I manage the balances and look at my amounts and my dollar value. And yes, I want to stay logged in. So if I want to send this BTC, first I need a destination. Let's go over to our Coinbase account. And I'm just using Coinbase on my phone because they give me the least amount of grief when I want to just log in on my phone. Like my Kraken app and my Binance US app and all the other crypto apps that I use on my phone. Like if I don't log into them every other day, if I wait a few weeks, then they give me all kinds of, is it you? And I have to, go through all this crap just to get logged in. Coinbase just lets me, it's like, okay, it's your phone. I know you. So yeah, all I want to do here is receive some Bitcoin. So we'll hit receive and copy. I just want an easy peasy Coinbase address, right? Copied it into my clipboard. Let's go back over here to the Liquid app. Let's go into the Bitcoin and do a send. And out of this account, and the recipient will be the address that I got from Coinbase. That's all I need. And then we'll hit next. Oh, the amount. Okay, so the amount, right? I want to send it all. Okay. It's going to cost me $5. Okay, I get it. Bitcoin fees have been kind of high lately. I read an article, or Randy shared an article with me that it was due to the Bitcoin ordinals clogging up the Bitcoin network. But I have noticed Bitcoin fees have been slightly higher lately. So let's hit preview and sign. All right, and they're going to give me a dynamic QR code, which I'm going to need to read with the device. So I go to the device and I tap the camera icon up here. Turn on the camera, right? And I scan that request, right? This is the air-gapped part. I got to get it in focus here. Come on, baby, you can do it. No? Okay, let's put it up. Okay, there it goes. Oh, it started. There it goes. Okay. All right, so it read the transaction. And so now the private key is ready to authorize the transaction. But it needs my intervention, right? This is where the security of the device comes in, right? Completely offline, private key is signing the transaction. So once I hit sign and enter my PIN again, okay, and then I'll hit next. Ugh. I keep banging this microphone, hopefully. All right, now that it has signed the transaction, it gives me the authorization code. So now the device, the hardware device, is generating the authorization code, right? So now I have to go back to the app, click next, and the camera on the app opens. It wants me to sign this, or I mean scan this authorization code. There it goes. And boom, it works, right? So that's how hardware wallets, air-gapped hardware wallets work, right? It's once you get the hang of it, it's not that big of a deal. So I moved the Bitcoin into the wallet earlier today. You know, it could have been a bunch that had been there for years or days or months or whatever. The Bitcoin is safe and secure because the private key is stored on this offline device. And when I want to send Bitcoin out, earlier someone asked me, how do I take profits? Well, when Bitcoin gets to a certain price, you go into your device, you send the Bitcoin out to an exchange where you can buy it, or where you can trade for dollars or whatever, if you want to do a swing trade into Ethereum, whatever you want to do. Right? I can even copy this transaction ID or view on Explorer right from here, and it'll just take me over to the Blockchain Explorer, and I can see my transaction. Pretty cool, right? And we can go over to Coinbase, and it'll be a bit before Coinbase actually sees it and verifies it, but it will. Let's see, if we go to Bitcoin, we go to primary balance, and then we go down to history. Let's see if there's an incomplete one. Not yet. All right, so pretty soon the Bitcoin will hit my Coinbase account, and it will become a pending incoming deposit, but it hasn't yet. So very cool. I really like this NGRAVE wallet. So for safe and secure offline hardware, and like it doesn't have a USB functionality. It doesn't have, well, I don't think it does. I believe you can use the USB cable for your firmware updates, if I'm not mistaken. I believe you have to. But it doesn't have NFC, all right? It's a completely cold wallet, except for that firmware update, I guess, right? But you can verify your firmware update, right? You've got cryptographic tools for verifying your firmware updates. So let's see here. Sorry, I got behind there a little bit, guys. I want to thank everybody for being here. If you're just joining, you might want to watch the stream from the beginning where I talk about the Black Friday deals for all the great deals you can get on crypto hardware wallets this Black Friday. The Black Friday will be here before my next Saturday night live stream, so I figured I would cover the Black Friday stuff tonight. All right. I'll probably talk a little bit more on Wednesday. If you're just joining me, I'm going to start doing Wednesday hardware wallet roundups where I just focus on using hardware wallets and news about hardware wallets. So I think that's a good addition to my Saturday night live stream where we do crypto news and Q&As. All right. Mrs. Lee, come to my house, Dad. I can't get my new computer to connect to HP printer for scanning. It prints but doesn't scan. Yeah, I better come. I had this crazy story when I was back at a computer store in the 90s, and I sold this sweet old couple an Epson printer for their Mac, right? Well, I was like, they're like, you're sure this thing's going to work, Sonny? I'm like, yes, it will work with your Mac. We're a Mac store. This is before the Apple stores were around. We were an Apple authorized reseller. So I'm like, yes, this is a Mac compatible Epson printer. So they take it home, and then they call, of course. They can't get it to print. And I'm like, are you in front of the printer? And the beautiful, sweet wife says, no, the phone won't reach. My husband's over there with the printer in the other room. So I'm like, okay, well, first we're going to do a test print to make sure that the printer is in fact working. So what I need you to do is hold down the power button for 3 seconds, load some paper in there, hold that power button in for 3 seconds, and it will print out a test page. And once that happens, I will know that you have at least got it turned on or what. So I'm going through the troubleshooting, right? And everything that I say to her is like, okay, I need you to hold the button down for 3 seconds. And then she'd yell into the other room, he wants you to hold the power button down for 3 seconds. And the guy, every time she would say something, he'd go, huh? So I went through, I swear I was on the phone for like half an hour with these two. And everything I said, she would like, I'd hear her shout it over to him and he'd go, huh? And then she'd have to say it again. But I got that printer working over the phone with an old couple on a phone, a line phone that could not reach into their office. And that was like the most stressful and difficult troubleshooting I've ever done over the phone. And I got that printer working for them. So if I can do that, I can pretty much help anybody do anything, right? So yeah, I could probably help you get that scanning thing working. That is awesome, Dan. Thank you so much. Dan, thank you for being here, answering all these questions while I'm griping as an old man. Do you think the government would be very worried about that? Okay, piling the use of quantum computers for advanced financial models. The bank uses financial system, quantum financial. However, it might not be worth noting that large banks like JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs. Yeah, who knows? The banks are already taking advantage of quantum because they're the ones with the big, deep pockets. But quantum is not powerful enough yet to crack 512-bit AES encryption, which is what is being used most blockchains, right? A lot of people say, oh, they're going to crack crypto, but that's years away. But I'm sure there are some uses of quantum computers that can be taken advantage of today. Luke Stone, hi, CryptoDad. What ways can you transfer crypto from Tangem Mobile to the OneKey desktop app? I was thinking of sending the desktop app's address to my mobile mail, then copy it to Tangem. That's one way. Let's see here. I believe the OneKey has desktop. And so in order to use the OneKey desktop, you basically need to connect your device with a USB cable. And I was going to do that. I have a OneKey Touch. If you'll just give me a second, I'll go grab it. Okay, so I'm going to show you this. Yeah, so I got this box over here with all my crypto wallets in it. Ugh. And I know the OneKey Touch is in here somewhere. We got this and that. And I'm probably not going to... Oh, wait. Yes. No, that's a keystone. Okay. That's a keystone. That's a keystone. What did I do with that thing? Oh, wait. Yes. Okay. This is the OneKey Touch. When I was a little kid, I used to watch Captain Kangaroo. And Captain Kangaroo had this big toy box when he was looking for toys or whatever. And I always loved the way Captain Kangaroo would look for toys. He'd go into his little toy box, like my wallet's over there, and he would just like throw things over his shoulders until he found the toy he was looking for. I was like, when I was a kid, I'm like, man, that is so cool. I'm going to do that the next time I'm in my toy box and just like throw toys over my shoulder. All right, so when we found our toy, let's go ahead and connect the OneKey Touch. So this is one way to do it, right? So it's gonna, it's gonna fire up. Yeah, it's firing up. Okay, yeah, so I got the OneKey Touch going here. I think I can use this with the desktop. Let's see. All right, so actually, I really didn't need to connect the device if what your scenario is Tangem to OneKey, right? You were like, Tangem to OneKey, how do I do that? From Tangem to OneKey. Okay, so let's go into Tangem and see what I've got, and let's figure out what would be a good test. So let's see. Well, we got that Caspa. Oh, do they support Caspa? Actually, I think they do. Let's see. How do we do that? Manage tokens. How do we do that? Oh, I think we have to do it on the device. Oops. Swipe up. Okay, swipe up. Oh, no, I don't think so. No. Okay, I guess I do it here, right? No, not buy crypto. I want to add a token. How do I do that? Oh, you're kidding me. I can't figure this out? Oh, account? No. Oh, come on, dude. Tokens. Okay. How do I add a token, for Pete's sake? It can't be that hard. Okay. That's bizarre. Ah, okay. All right, so CAS. No. Okay. That was worth a shot, right? So, I mean, we could like enable OKX. That's how you do it, right? You just like go up there and say you want to add a coin. Or you can even scroll down and just find one. Like, okay. I want to add Chronos, or, or whatever, or Ethereum. Anyway, so we won't add CAS, but let's look on our Tangem app and see if there's anything good we can transfer. Let's say not Cass. Let's go over here. Let's do some Ethereum. What the heck? Let's do some Ethereum from over here. We'll do a small test. So we know we want to send some Ethereum. So all we have to do in the desktop touch interface is just go into the Ethereum and say, do a receive, of Ethereum. And check the device, check the address on the device to show the QR code. Let's see, I can show you this. I had moved that camera, so let's see, let's turn it back on again. All right, so I need to check address. Is it going to show me the address on here? Oh. Check the address. Okay. Swipe down. Okay. Okay. Well, maybe I'm not using this thing right. Check the device. Okay. It's connected to my computer. Now, I could just say I don't have the device with me, but I would like to have it show up on here. Not sure why it's not working. Oh, I know. Because I'm in the wrong wallet. Okay, so we need to go over to the OneKey Touch, which is what I'm using now. See? Now it says device not found. Are you kidding me? How can you say the device is not found? Oh, wait, now it's there. Okay, so it was just... Okay. And it looks like there's some ETH in here. Okay. Huh. Okay. Let's go back out here. Huh. Now it says create account. Oh, I think I've run into this before. Okay. Yeah, this is just, it's not cooperating with me. Okay. All right. Well, okay. Let's see if it'll verify, right? It says updating assets. Okay. Oh, all right. Well, it sees the Ethereum. Okay. Now, let's do that receive again. Now let's do that check address and see if it will show up on my device. Maybe it won't. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be cooperating with me tonight. I don't know why. No, it's not gonna. Okay. Now, I don't know. It's like, do I have it in the wrong port? Is it not like, I don't understand. Just like, it's connected. I'm pretty sure it's connected. And of course they're gonna make me, okay. Let's try this one more time. Let's check. Yeah, it's possible that I've wiped the device, and now the device doesn't match this account anymore. Because I'm always fooling around with my wallet. So something's not right. So I'm not going to risk moving some crypto onto this device without being sure it's connected. Although, I might be able to find that classic, which I know is good. Classic. Yeah, it's just that I have so many wallets all over my counters and my tables that I get. Yeah, I guess I'm not going to be able to find it. That I move them to just like clear the way. I'm like, I just need this out of my way right now. And so they accumulate over here in this box. And I cannot find that classic. Wait, no, that's not it. Can't find the classic. No, sorry guys. Oh well. But, okay. Now, I will address that comment that I just saw about not wanting to deal with crypto on your phone. I totally get that. But both the Ledger and the Tangem can interface with a phone and still keep the device private key offline. So it's really not risky, other than you think someone might see what you're doing. I don't know. I think that there's a huge portion of the population of the world that, oh, there's my classic right here, that don't have access to computers, right? I mean, you've got like on the order of billions of people out there that just can't afford computers. So they have to do crypto on their phone. But if you're using a hardware wallet where the private key is offline, I'm going to go ahead and we'll do the classic, right? I found my classic. It was not in the box. It was just sitting over there. Okay. Let me enter the PIN here. Got to do that. Okay. I can do this. Okay. Okay. All right, so after all that, right? Ooh, okay. So there. I'm at the home screen of the and it's like not a very good. Okay. That's a little better, right? Yeah, good. Whew. Okay, so now let's switch back over to the classic. I'm not going to do the firmware update. I've been having good luck with that today. Okay. And why is this like so funky? All right. Oh, okay. Okay. All right, so this is the Ethereum account. Oh my God. All right, we're back here. Let's try this check address again. Let's see if it works. Come on, baby. I know you. Hey, there it worked. Okay. So I confirm on the device, right, that, okay, that's the address that I see on my screen. All right, there's my QR code, which was what I was trying to do the first time. All right, now we can go to our Tangem app. And let's send that Ethereum. Whoops. And I'm going to open up the camera on my phone for my Tangem app to scan that QR code to get the Ethereum address, right? This is our transfer from Tangem to OneKey, right? Should I do it all? Whoops, no, let's not do it all. Let's do 0.1, which is not that much, right? Alrighty, and then we'll hit send, and then all we need to do is hold the card up to the back of the phone. But it's the wrong card. Now we'll hold the right card up. Let's hit, no. Let's hit send. Let's do the card. Easy peasy. That's what I love about the Tangem. It's just so easy to use, right? So we sent a small test of Ethereum from our Tangem wallet to our OneKey wallet. I'll have to double check my OneKey Touch and, make sure that what's going on, maybe connected to a different USB port, maybe a different cable or whatever, or maybe it's been reset. Sometimes I do that because I got so many wallets. And then we'll just wait for the crypto to arrive in this wallet. I think they have like I don't know how to refresh it, but it'll probably show up pretty soon. right? So, yeah, Tangem is really easy to use. Trezor is very safe and secure, although I'm not real happy with their firmware update wiping my device. I was pretty upset about that. But I can recover it. It's not a big deal. I have my recovery sheet. And the NGRAVE went off without a hitch. That was pretty fun. We were able to send some crypto out of my NGRAVE. Let's check our Coinbase and see if we have an incoming Bitcoin deposit. It's already there, right? So the Bitcoin, if we go to primary balance, we can see that we received the Bitcoin that we sent from the NGRAVE, minus the $5 fee, right? And also, I had noticed too, someone, was talking earlier about Bitcoin fees. I was going to withdraw some Bitcoin earlier today from my Coinbase account and was a little bit shocked when I saw the fee. Let's do Bitcoin main. All right, so I want to receive some Bitcoin. I just want to show you this test. And I went to Coinbase and I went to do a, we'll go ahead and send all the Bitcoin. I'll send it to myself. And I did the preview and then I'm like, why are they charging me $17.48 to withdraw this Bitcoin? That's crazy. I'm not sure what's going on with Coinbase right now, but that's insane. It's similar to Binance US, but I think Binance US has a flat fee, but that would have been like around 8. Oh, somebody's back. Somebody was outside. He hasn't been in the live stream in a bit. He's busy. Hey. Oh. He's busy over there chewing on plastic. Yeah. But he was outside. Are you looking at the camera? Oh, I hope I'm not disturbing you while you take your bath. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Smelly cat. Smelly cat. What have they been feeding you? Well, I know what they've been feeding him because I feed him. Yeah, so Bitcoin fees are going nuts right now. I don't know why on Coinbase. It's really weird. But I went over to Kraken and withdrew roughly the same amount of Bitcoin for a lot less. So I'm not really sure what's going on with Coinbase right now, why their Bitcoin withdrawal fees are so high. Really strange. Let's see. Dad, you have MetaMask wallet account 1, 2, account 3, etc. How do you know what is what, or are these only examples to teach us? You label your accounts in your real MetaMask wallet. It's not really necessary to label them. You can if you want to. I was just kind of fooling around with MetaMask. This is the original account, and if you just go to down here to add a new account, you can add a brand new account. Those accounts just get stacked onto your base account, but they're never going to disappear. So I'm not really worried about deleting them or adding them again. They're all based on the base account. All right, so you used to be able to just delete them one by one. I don't know why I can't delete this anymore or this. It just, maybe because there's a balance in there, but I could rename them if I wanted to. I can go over here to account details and call this one, you know, base account or whatever I want to call it, or you know, like that, or I could, you know, I can go to number 2 and call this one, you know, like Johnny's email. Like if I want to manage more than one person's ETH, you know, whatever. I mean, I can name them whatever I want, but they're never going to go away. If I wipe this off my browser, if I uninstall the extension and then start over and restore using my seed phrase, you can get all of those accounts back simply by, you know, restoring the base account and then just doing add account, add account, add account, add account. They'll all come back and they'll all be there. So I'm not really worried that much about which is which and what is what. I have in the past used them for different stuff and different tokens, and there are times where I'm like, where did I put that one whatever? And I've had to kind of search, but they're always there. It's not like they're going to disappear. They're all on the blockchain, and they're all in my Metamask by virtue of the fact that that base account is, you know, that base account is based on the seed phrase they gave me. So I can always restore it in a different browser or a different computer and then just re-add the accounts again, and they'll all be the same accounts every time. It's not like they're just random accounts. They're all based on the original seed phrase. So there's really, you can always find them again. Although it'd probably be better if you labeled them accordingly. But yeah, I'm not that organized, right? I should be, but I'm not. IDK, if it's just Coinbase, I swapped on Ledger Live ETH BTC for 500 and the fee was 71. I didn't see it until after and I was shocked. Yeah, as I mentioned, my friend Randy had sent me an email earlier in the day, if I can find it. Here. Bitcoin proof of waste. And the article is about the fact that the Bitcoin fees are really high right now. Oh, somebody wants some attention. It's 8 o'clock. You get your dinner at like 10, right? Yeah. You'll get your dinner later. Well, just sit down while Daddy's doing the live stream. And don't roll on my keyboard. Please don't roll on my keyboard. Yeah. Don't do it. Anyway, guys, we're almost out of time, or we are out of time here. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Somebody's going to get comfortable. Okay. And I want to thank everybody for being here. I know I got a little cranky tonight. I didn't get as much done as I would have liked to. I did have a few fails, which are always good. I was pretty upset about the firmware being reset on that Trezor Safe 3 when it ran the update. But number one, the wallet was pretty much empty, so it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't like it was my go-to wallet or anything. And I have the backup phrase, so it's not a deal breaker. But generally, when you run firmware updates, it does not wipe your wallet. It's never happened to me before. Anyway, like I said, I want to thank Kenny and Andreas for being here early. I want to thank Kenny for all the news stories. I want to thank Dan and JDO if he was here. I didn't notice if JDO was here. We didn't get a chance to talk, pardon me, we didn't get a chance to talk about the Ledger Live, the recovery service thing. We still don't know whether when you stop using their service, if they quote unquote destroy that backup that they have stored in the Shamir backup. They claim that it is useless without your intervention, but they have not, there is no documentation so far that I've been able to find that tells you whether they're going to destroy it or not or whatever once you discontinue using their service. So we don't know. But I'm not going to use it. JDO wanted to know because he felt like there would be some people in the not too distant future that were coming into the live stream telling everyone how great the service was, and he wanted to be informed, and I as well. So anyway, we don't know. Good. If you enjoyed this video and this live stream, hit the like button. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click. Whenever I post new content, you'll be alerted. Also, I meant to thank the donors who gave me some donations and the new subscribers. So join me again next week at 6, and then also Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to post that video up maybe tomorrow, so you'll see it. If you're a subscriber, you'll see, that the upcoming stream, will be in your alerts, right? So once again, thanks everyone, and I'll see you next week.